The standard account of Spanish history is one of successive conquests. Carthaginians, then Romans, then Visigoths, then Moors, then the Reconquista. 800 years of Islamic rule, then the Catholic monarchs, then empire. It is a layered story, and it is not wrong, but it starts in the wrong place. The DNA record for the Iberian Peninsula begins much earlier, and its most dramatic event is one that has no name in the history books because it happened before history. 4,500 years ago, the men who lived in what is now Spain were replaced. Not some of them, effectively all of them. Their Y-chromosomes, the genetic markers passed directly from father to son, are almost entirely absent from the modern Spanish population. A male population that had been present in Iberia for thousands of years vanished from the genetic record within a few generations. The women survived. The maternal genetic record shows continuity. Whatever happened, it was not a catastrophe that erased everyone. The men who had built the megalithic monuments of pre-Bronze Age Iberia, the dolmens, the standing stones, the elaborate passage tombs of the Atlantic coast, left daughters who are ancestors of modern Spaniards. They left almost no sons. And then, 3,000 years after that first erasure, something different happened. 700 years of Islamic rule over most of the Iberian Peninsula left a genetic fingerprint in the modern Spanish population. The Reconquista tried to erase it. The expulsion of the Jews in 1492 and the expulsion of the Moriscos between 1609 and 1614 were supposed to complete the erasure. The DNA shows that it did not fully work. The genetic record of Al-Andalus is still there, reduced but readable. The conventional genetic narrative of Spain proceeds in familiar waves. First came the Paleolithic hunter-gatherers, who occupied the peninsula for tens of thousands of years. Then, around 7,500 years ago, Neolithic farmers arrived from Anatolia and gradually displaced or absorbed the hunters. They built the megalithic monuments that dot the Atlantic coastline of Iberia, Antequera, the Almeria complex, the dolmens of Extremadura. They planted wheat, kept cattle, and established agricultural settlements across the peninsula over the course of several thousand years. Then came the Bronze Age, and with it, a migration from the Pontic steppe, the vast grasslands north of the Black and Caspian Seas. Steppe pastoralists had already swept through Central and Northern Europe in a rapid expansion that genetically transformed much of the continent. Iberia was expected to show a similar pattern, perhaps a partial admixture as steppe and farmer populations blended across centuries of contact. Some mixing, some replacement at the margins, but fundamentally a continuation of the Neolithic population with a new genetic layer. The expectation of partial admixture turned out to be wrong, at least for half the population. A 2015 study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences examined ancient DNA from pre-Bronze Age and Bronze Age Iberian burials. The results were stark. The Y-chromosome haplogroups carried by men in the Neolithic period, primarily I2 and G2A, typical of early European farmers, were almost entirely absent in Bronze Age remains. In their place, R1b, the haplogroup associated with the Pontic steppe expansion. The replacement was not gradual, it was not partial. In the samples studied, it was essentially total. Subsequent research confirmed and sharpened this finding. A headline from Science magazine summarized the result with unusual directness. Men who lived in Spain 4,500 years ago left almost no male genetic legacy today. The pre-Bronze Age male lineages of Iberia disappeared from the record, and steppe lineages took over. A whole population of men who had been building monuments and farming the Iberian landscape for 2,000 years ceased, within a few centuries, to have male-line descendants. The women tracked through mitochondrial DNA showed far greater continuity with pre-Bronze Age populations. The Neolithic farmers' daughters had descendants. Their sons, as a population, did not. Why this happened remains an active scientific question. Violence is one hypothesis. Incoming steppe-associated populations were predominantly male and may have been militarily organized. Disease is another. Steppe populations carried pathogens to which settled farmers had limited immunity, and if men were more exposed through conflict or herding contact, the male mortality could have been disproportionate. Social structures that gave incoming males preferential reproductive access are a third. The mechanism is not settled, the result is Then there is the second forensic event. In 2025, a study reported on ancient DNA sequenced from Iberian remains spanning the medieval period. The genetic fingerprint of North African and Near Eastern ancestry, introduced during the period of Islamic rule beginning in 711 AD, is detectable in pre-expulsion samples from Andalusia and other southern regions. After 1609, the year the last large-scale Morisco expulsions were completed, that signal drops sharply in the ancient DNA record. The expulsion of the Moriscos is documented in historical records as an act of ethnic cleansing. The ancient DNA records it as a genetic event with a measurable before and after. The Bronze Age steppe ancestry that replaced the male lineages of Iberia arrived via Central Europe, carried by populations associated with the Bell Beaker culture. Bell Beaker artifacts, distinctive pottery vessels shaped like an inverted bell, spread across Western Europe between approximately 2800 and 1800 BCE. Genetic studies have shown that in many parts of Europe, Bell Beaker culture was carried by people with substantial steppe ancestry. Iberia received this ancestry later than Central and Northern Europe, but when it arrived, the male line replacement was as complete as anywhere on the continent. The Basque people represent the most striking exception. The Basque country, straddling the border of modern Spain and France, is home to a population whose genetics stand apart from the rest of Western Europe. The Basque largely preserved pre-steppe ancestry. Their Y-chromosome lineages retain haplogroups that reflect continuity with Neolithic farmer populations. The Basque language, which has no demonstrable relationship to any other known language family, may reflect this genetic distinctiveness, a population that resisted or was bypassed by the Bronze Age transformation that reshaped the rest of Iberia. The channel covered Basque genetics in an earlier episode. The Spanish story is in many ways defined by the contrast. What happened everywhere, the Basque exception did not apply. After the Bronze Age, subsequent layers of Spanish history left detectable but smaller genetic signals. Roman-era gene flow introduced Mediterranean ancestry from across the empire. The Visigothic kingdoms that followed Rome left minimal genetic trace. Their ruling class was small relative to the population, and their impact on the broader gene pool was limited. The Islamic period left the North African and Near Eastern signal that the 2025 study tracked through ancient DNA, present in Andalusia and the south and west, declining toward the north, still detectable at levels between 2 and 10% in modern populations from those regions. The genetic structure of modern Spain is not uniform. It is a mosaic shaped by geography, history, and the uneven distribution of historical contact. A 2018 study in Nature Communications found that the Iberian Peninsula harbors fine-scale genetic clusters corresponding closely to geographic barriers: the Pyrenees, the Cantabrian Mountains, the Tagus and Ebro river systems, and to historical political boundaries. Galicians in the northwest cluster closer to Portuguese and to Atlantic-facing British and French populations than to Castilians. Catalans cluster with southern French. Andalusians carry elevated North African ancestry relative to those from the interior. The peninsula's geography acted as a set of filters, preserving distinct ancestry profiles in different regions for centuries after the events that created them. This means that the genetic answer to the question of who the Spanish are depends substantially on where in Spain you are asking the question. There is no single Spanish genome. There is a layered landscape: Neolithic farmer ancestry that survived more strongly in maternal lineages and in the Basque exception, Bronze Age steppe ancestry that dominates the male line and arrived with near-total replacement, Roman-era Mediterranean gene flow, and a medieval North African and Near Eastern signal that the Reconquista reduced but could not fully erase. If you have Spanish ancestry, you carry some fraction of all of this. Where you fall on that spectrum depends on which region your family comes from, and which of the multiple population events that shaped the peninsula left the deepest mark on your particular line of descent. The mechanism of the Bronze Age male line replacement in Iberia remains the most significant open question. The replacement is documented. Why it happened to men and not to women at anywhere near the same scale is not resolved. More ancient DNA from the transitional period, the centuries when Bell Beaker-associated populations were arriving and pre-existing populations were declining, would help specify whether this was a rapid or a more gradual process, and whether particular regions show different timelines. The precise scale and regional distribution of medieval North African ancestry in modern Spaniards is still being refined. The studies tracking the genetic impact of the Morisco expulsions were based on ancient DNA from specific sites. A comprehensive ancient DNA survey of the full medieval Iberian Peninsula, covering all regions and all periods of the Islamic presence, does not yet exist. The modern genetic surveys give a broad picture. The ancient DNA surveys are filling in the detail, one excavation at a time. The men who lived in Spain 4,500 years ago are effectively gone from the genetic record. Their daughters survived and have descendants in the modern Spanish population. Their sons do not. Incoming steppe-associated populations arriving with Bell Beaker culture replaced the male lineages of the peninsula with a completeness that has few parallels in European prehistory. 700 years of Islamic rule left a genetic signal that the Reconquista, the Inquisition, and 2 waves of mass expulsion could not fully erase. That signal is still present in the DNA of modern Spaniards from the south and west of the country, reduced but readable. The ancient DNA record shows it dropping after 1609. It did not disappear. Modern Spain carries all of this in its genome: Neolithic farmers, steppe pastoralists, Romans, Visigoths whose genetic contribution was minimal, Moors whose contribution was not. The Basque population carries the clearest window into what Iberia looked like before the Bronze Age transformation. The rest of modern Spain is what happened after, the result of a male line replacement so complete it has no name in the historical record, and a medieval erasure attempted and never quite achieved. The DNA does not record conquest as a political event. It records it as a change in which bodies had children. On that measure, the Bronze Age transformation of Iberia was the most consequential event in Spanish genetic history, 4,000 years before Isabella and Ferdinand issued any decree.